Plots, 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 plots. Plot, 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 plot. Hey nerds, it's writing week again, and this week's topic is plots. So I'm kind of funny with plots. I will actually write the ending before anything else. And I mean, I will write the complete detailed exactly down every little detail how I want the story to end, and then I'll go back to the beginning and continue on from there. I don't really work from an outline when it comes to short stories or anything like that, because usually it's kind of fresh in my mind and I don't have to worry about it. Longer stories, yes, of course, I'll work from an outline, but it's very organic. Even in my outlines, they're very organic, especially since I know the ending and I know exactly what I want to do at the end. I can go back and kind of create these situations to get to that ending. When I do it that way, yeah, I don't create the character first. Usually it's just how I see things gonna end up, and the character will actually develop much later, and that way it kind of frees me up a little bit to focus on the story when it comes to the ending. And I really enjoy it because you can, since you see the ending and you know everything that's going to happen at the end, you can go back and see all the little twists and turns that they take once they get to that ending and how they get to that ending. And I think the journey to that ending is so important. And so it's very organic. I mean, the very fundamental, at the end, everything is tied together nicely if you do it first. And that's just how I write, because I'm crazy in that way. The most challenging thing I find in writing plots, or plotting out a story I should say, is the actual, okay, I have the ending, so I go back to the beginning and I start writing and writing and writing, and if the story takes another turn, I have to figure out how to either get back to my original ending that I want, or how to kind of cut out all the side story stuff that really doesn't focus into the main ending. It's the hardest part that I have, is because I'm so, my brain works in 10 million different ways and pulls all kinds of different ways that it's hard to keep on track. When it comes to the plot itself, I have a different thinking about everything, and it's kind of, well, it's just different. It really just depends on what type of story I want to write, or even what I'm reading at the moment will also affect whether it's an internal or an external conflict when it comes to my plots. Sometimes if it's something that's going on personally in my life that's kind of crazy, and I have to do some sort of journaling process to get it out, then yeah, my plots are always going to be an internal conflict. But most of the time I guess it's an external, because I like to deal with throwing people into weird situations and seeing how they react, and then that way they kind of, it's a little bit internal because you get to find out how they react, but then again it's also external because you're throwing them in a completely different universe or a different planet, situation, whatever. And that's fun. That's the fun part of it, is you just kind of go with the flow and see what happens as you write. Other than that, I really look forward to hearing the rest of your guys' thoughts on your plots, and by all means, you guys, comment, tell us how you guys do your plots. I mean, you subscribers are awesome, so we'd like to hear from you and see how you do your plotting. All right, I'll see you all next week.